of 2 years and 8 months for insulting President Yoweri Museveni. The magistrate stated that the sentence aims to discourage similar behavior, saying that, and I quote, "I hope that by the time the convict leaves the prison, he would have learned that abusing people in the name of getting content is bad." End of quote. Hapa Kenya, it seems like Maverick Aoko anaweza pata sijui ni life sentence, sijui ni execution. See, I don't even know what she would receive. But when I go through her timeline, hey,
I think Kenya,
there is nothing she cannot say.
In East Africa, I think on that end, even though I agree with what Mariam said earlier, that we are not any different because Bruce still went through the situation. Even the Maverick you're talking about still went through a situation. A lot of bloggers, especially throughout this period, Reject Finance Bill, went through situations, abduction and whatnot. But if you compare what we say here and what is generally acceptable in our neighbors' countries, sometimes Tom, sijui kama ushaisoma mtu ameandika kitu mpaka unajiambia kitu itamfanyikia nitaelewa.
Like you're accepting whatever punishment because you don't even know what is suitable for what they've said or what they've just.
No, but mtu amesoma kitu kwa simu alafu akwambie ona huyu ana comment alanisha wewe sawa tu
top class haters like it comes from Dani, from inside. You will not miss that you are hated here.
I don't know if you guys saw ile matanga imekuwa ikipangwa Twitter. Like wamekuwa kipanga matanga. They are showing that is how bad it is. Yani, of course even Kenya by law it is treasonous to think death on the president. Even if you say it, they would decide to misuse that. But I think we are in a level of democracy where free speech has been allowed to a large extent.
No, but quite let me tell you, there were people like Bessie J who went through it so that we can enjoy what we're enjoying. I'm telling you, they walked so that we can run.
No, but Kenya, we had our own. We had our own.
Yes, that's why I'm saying we had Nyayo House.
Yeah,
people went through this before.
The 7 bearded sisters,
Yes, for you to have X spaces where you could for hours. We're just all giving each other chances to just insult the most powerful person.
I remember when
in the country.
The president came on the space. And then watu wanamwambia hizo vitu mingi unaongea sisi tutaki kusikia.
Let me tell you, for the last born to behave a certain way, it means there was a first born, second, third, and fourth, and fifth, who allowed you to be as, I don't want to say disrespectful, so let me say as delinquent. If in shock and awe, they cannot believe umesema kwacha ati umesema nini? Ati don't talk to me, mom. You think we're in America? You think we're in the first world?
Which is why we have to protect this thing, guys. We have to protect that whatever it is, it comes off, it's disrespectful at some point, but we have to fight to the end to make sure that we're not moving backwards, we're moving forward.
Free speech is very important.
But
I love that Kenyans have taken away the power of worshipping leaders. Because this is what used to be happening before. Mtu anaongea upuzi lakini bado anaitwa mheshimiwa. These days they are called by names. In fact, even worse, they've been given nicknames. So now, if you do something dishonorable, we call you by your nickname, we call you out for your theft, we call you out for your nini. Because that's the only way we will realize that an MP is not any better than a teacher. They're both contributing to the society.
That's why we used to be segregated.
And
this is from back during slavery, all the way, when we're talking about colonization, they tried to segregate us because they did not want us to know that we thought the same, that we had similar experiences and we were all just about tired and done. For the Maandamano to be as successful this year, it was because we all read and we were like, wait, even I'm upset. Oh, you're upset too? Wait, we're all upset? And then we all meet up and we're like, oh, we're a million of us who are upset. So what can we do to, to ensure that 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 million people are just as angry once we break it down for them? That's why they did not want us to communicate.
I think
they needed to make sure Tom atapatana na Kwach atapatana na Mariam, Amina. We cannot sit down and start telling one another, this is wrong, right? This is unfair. This does not make sense to you as well, to me as well. Yes.
So we cannot all be wrong.
Yes, exactly.
I was in Uganda last month.
Of course, Tom, tell us.
I was in Uganda.
Explain to me the significance of Uganda in this story. I'm listening.
Of you being in Uganda.
I was in Uganda. We can even leave it at that. But okay.
Enough said.
So na mtu mwenye amenibeba kwa cab ni to the airport. I said, sisi Kenya tunasemanga dictatorship, tunasema hii na ile. Then I threw that. Nikamwambia kuhusu the president. Do you know akujibu?
Because it could be DCI or Uganda.
Akujibu. You see our Nyayo time. Our Nyayo time ni kama sasa kwao iko hivyo.
So he doesn't know who you are.
Hakuna mtu unaongelesha watu story ya huko hawataki kupiga story ya serikali. Kila mtu anakuambia by the way hapo ishi vizuri wachana serikali. Ndio uishi vizuri. So I said,
yes,
but you cannot utaweza jua tu poa ukiwa hapo.
That's why millennials were the enemies of the revolution ya Gen Z, because we grew up in times when speaking about the late president, they thought that the walls had ears. That guy thought hiyo gari yake iko na mic mahali. Like why all of a sudden of all the stories ungeongelelea hata nini Bilia Bell, ungeongelelea Jose Chameleon. Why are you talking about the president?
But the walls did have ears in those times, to be honest, because Moi did have a very good network. So the walls did have ears. They were not being paranoid. But now we carried it, unfortunately. But I think this is you who said it, Kwach, maybe a while back. The power of humor and what it's done for us can't be, underplayed. You can't be scared of something that you can make fun of. And that's why I'm saying it's still very important that we continue to do the memes, the silhouettes, the whatever. Yeah, because what you can mock, you can't scare you.
Yes.
Mariam, I feel like you don't understand. Like if, MO1 is probably, like he looks at some of these things that happen and he's just like, this would not be an issue.
It would not.
At all. I would switch off. No. How do we turn off? Zima Twitter. Zima Twitter sahi. Zima TikTok. I don't even care. I don't want to hear. And you said something so interesting. You said, what was your first point you said?
What was the first point?
Oh my God.
That you can't be scared. No, that's the last one.
Yes, that was the last one. Oh, you can't remember the first one?
No, because we started so long ago.
Oh, we did. No, but you had just said it. But it's okay. I had a rebuttal for that.
I wish I could remind you guys, but
yeah, but
every time she
speaks,
I'm like, I love you. That's all I hear. I can't hear anything else.
That's why hata ni mimi naikumbuka.
Sema Tom, alisema.
Naikumbuka vizuri, but because of time.
Let's just move on.
Yes.
Now, this ordinary